Today is a road trip day, heading to LA from Las Vegas. On my Instagram, I posted a question and answer. A lot of you guys wrote down your questions that you wanted me to answer, so we're gonna do that during this road trip. Let's go. Every time I release another color of Nox or another deck of Nox, they become my favorite until the next one comes out. But I think overall red is my favorite color of Nox. The Nox original is definitely the red ones, and since then we've had quite a few red variations. So I think red would be my favorite color, or maybe the Nox of Steel. I love mnemonica, and as a magician who is looking to do serious card magic, you gotta learn mnemonica or some sort of stack. Now, without getting into it too much, mnemonica is a book written by Juan Tamariz, which he is a living legend. So if you want to do yourselves a favor, learn the mnemonica stack. A lot of decks, not a lot of decks, but certain decks do come in mnemonica. Things that you can do with a stack deck you can't do just with a regular deck. Miracles really do happen. You could do a really clean any card at any number. You could do a memorization routine. One of my favorite things and the simplest thing to do with mnemonica is just to have them cut anywhere they want. Look at a card, put that card behind your back, and by peeking the next card, you know what they have. So without forcing anything, you can have them cut, take out any card that they want, and by knowing the stack, you can know the card. You can do it across the room. It's really good.
California, where do I start? Heavy breathing and heavy heart. I long to see you when the day is done. I wanna rest and lay in your sun.
Do you like gimmicks? Sure. Alright, that answers that. Alright, back on the road. So I was doing a lecture tour in Spain a few years ago and did like 20-something cities in a month. And one of the spots, they wanted me to do a show for 50 people. It was sort of a close-up show, and everything that could go wrong went wrong during that show. It was unbelievable. And one of the big factors of it were that they told me everybody knows English. Hey, everybody knows English, no problem. Nobody knew English in that show. So I had to perform. I don't know any Spanish, even though I did take 7 years of Spanish in school. No Spanish, I can't put a sentence together. So I performed everything in English. People were looking at me just like this, the straight face. And just things messed up. Once I realized nobody knew what I was talking about, everything sort of went downhill. Kind of got claps like one of these kind of things. Then at the end, I think the last trick went wrong. Got out of it somehow, and then I said, all right, thanks guys. Bye. Walked backwards slowly. And it was a good time. But the lesson learned from that, and the lesson I try to teach you guys here on the channel, is that it doesn't matter if you mess up, because people thought that show was great, to be honest. People enjoyed it. I was, try to be as charismatic as possible. And if they don't know that you mess up, you shouldn't treat it like you're messing up. Especially in close-up situations, you can take things in so many different directions. So go out there and don't worry if you can't find the card. If you can't find the card, this is what happens. You lose the break, or you lose it in your shuffling. So this is what happens. You say, your card was a red card. Oh no, what was it? No, tell me it. Yeah, it's part of the effect. And you just go with it. They tell you the card, and then you look through the deck, this is what I would do to get out of it. I would look through the deck and I'd say, that's weird because this card's not even in the deck. I don't know how you picked it. And I would cull it to the top as I'm looking for the card. I would cull it to the top and then give them the deck while secretly palming it off using a gambler's cop or something like that. And I'd say, yeah, no, it's not in the deck. Spread the cards on the table. And I go, oh, you know why it's not in the deck? Because it's been in my back pocket the whole time, and I'd pull it out of my back pocket. And then you sort of, you messed up, you didn't know what the card was, you had to fix it, but through that, you made a kick-ass trick out of it. So think about these things, use it to your advantage. You never want to just say, oh, okay, I lost the card. All right, let's start over, you know, because that's when it becomes awkward, and that's when it becomes something that the spectators go, oh, okay, oh, you messed up, and it's just overall not good. So you always can get out of it. I have confidence in you.
California, in my mind, there is no one of your kind. I long to see you when the day is done, though my journey has just begun. We should have lived a life together.
We have made it to, Jesus, all right. We have made it to the Montrose West Hollywood Hotel here in Los Angeles. We're going to be spending the next few weeks here. I'm actually working with this hotel on a cool project, but enough about that. Let's get into more questions. So, what am I doing in LA? Well, a few things. I'm going to be here for a few weeks. Magic-wise, what we're doing here is we're meeting up with Shin Lim in a few days, and we are going to film some stuff for the Shin Lim Knocks. They are being shipped out as we speak, and also we'll sign some decks with Shin for a special little event. After that, we are meeting up with the boys. We rented a mansion here in LA, and we're just gonna have a good time, shoot some content, and do some tutorials. So that should be fun. Let's get to more questions. Okay, the Asian Magician asks, will there be a brown knock deck? Yes. What is your favorite brew of beer? That's a good one. I love IPAs, so any good IPA, that's right up my alley, but it's gotta be in a wine glass. You guys know me. I drink my beer out of a wine glass. Guess if you didn't know that, that'd be a weird thing to say. Anyway, best tip for beginners, perform, practice, and just rinse and repeat. The more that you can actually perform, that's the way that you learn. You'll never learn anything just sitting in your room and practicing either to yourself or to the mirror or to the camera or even to your family or friends for that matter, just because I think you need to be in that environment where you can go potentially mess up, learn from those mistakes, learn to be in that situation, put yourself in that situation where you can go out and really have that feeling of, I gotta do this right. Because if you perform for your family, whatever, it's okay if you mess up, and no, put yourself in that situation, perform as much as you can, and I think that's the best tip for beginners. Really just get out there. Let's go. Stop this video now. Go. It seems like every other question on here, I've gotten like 20 questions about my hair or hair gel. If you guys are so interested, this is what we're gonna do. I've been wearing my hat all day and my hair is a mess. So I gotta go do my hair, and why don't you come along behind the scenes and see how I do my hair? Then you guys could know and you could stop asking. Yes? Good? All right, let's go. Okay, so we've washed our hair. This is my hair without gel. We're gonna dry it, then we're gonna gel it. Why am I doing this? So we're drying the hair into the position that it's going to be when the gel goes in. Step number 2 is applying the gel itself. Now this gel, it's in a mouthwash bottle. The reason for that is that when I travel, I try to pack light, so I put the gel in here. You want that much? Boom. All right, and there's the final product. How do I look? Good? Can we move on? Okay.
We should have loved each other, baby. Oh, what could I have done? Just wanna spend some time together.
All right, we are almost there. Almost there. I can almost see it. It's been like 2 hours. I think I got lost. I have no more water. It's a great day. It's a great day.
That good times are coming on.
Got another question from Arnav52. Do you have a 7 of spades tattoo of the 7 of spades on your left middle finger? The answer is yes. You can take a look right here. So what does that mean? For those of you who don't know, this is part of the 52. If you want to learn what I do with this tattoo, link is down below for an effect that I do. Using this, you don't have to go get a tattoo on your finger. You could do it with a few other things. So go ahead, check out the link below. If you do not know what the 52 is, well, there's a brand new book out. It's called Magic is Dead by my good friend Ian Frisch. And in fact, we still have enough time in the day. Now we need to find the Barnes & Noble here. I don't think we have one, but I think there might be some down there. Let's go.
Every heartbeat just like a drum. I hear your rhythm. You feel so
we got a question. Any funny moments of me performing? We are here in Barnes & Noble's with the bestsellers, the new releases, and we have Magic is Dead by my good friend Ian Frisch. This is about the 52. This is about all of us as magicians. Let me read a passage from Magic is Dead. This is on page 167 of the chapter Young Bloods. At the club that night, Pandrea slipped into the booth with 3 girls and offered to show him some magic. He began talking to one of them, and all of a sudden she dropped her head and started puking. A fountain of pink slime crashing onto the seat. Fruity drinks were 2 for 1 that night at the bar. Her friends didn't seem to care much, and they didn't help her as she heaved. As the girl continued to vomit on the floor, Pandrea looked at me, shrugged, and started performing for the 2 other girls. They squealed at the illusions and completely forgot about their sick friends, who was now fully passed out on the other end of the booth. So that is a funny story. I barely remember that. That was in Blackpool, but that was a funny story from the book.
California, all senses clear.
What is the most useful sleight of hand move? All right, in my opinion, I think the most useful sleight would have to be a palm. So let's think about it for a second. There's a lot that you can do with a palm. You could obviously palm off a card and replace it on top of the deck. That's the obvious thing. But with a palm, you could do a color change. With the palm, you could control a card, move it to the top, etc. Other than a palm, I would have to say a double lift. So if you learn a palm and a double lift, your act is already 90% there.
Just wanna spend some time together before everything's gone. It's in the air, can't you feel that good times are coming on? California.
All right, there you have it. That was the question and answer. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope you learned something a little bit about me. I want to do more of these in the future, so go ahead, leave your comments below on questions that you want to ask me. I'm gonna go enjoy LA right now. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you next time. Peace.